Alright, it's time to review the Disney movie Frozen. And if there's one thing Canadians know about, it's being frozen. The laser is 'cause I like sci-fi. The dude is 'cause I am a rad guy. 99 is 'cause I like Wayne Gretzky. That's why I'm Lazy Dude 99. Lazy time and we're gonna do a review. Yes, we're gonna review and talk about movies and comics too. Let's all go on to review. Alright, it's time to review Frozen. Pretty fitting scenario. Let's go. So Frozen is a Disney adaptation of the story The Snow Queen that was written by Hans Christian Andersen. In this movie we follow two sisters, Anna, who is played by Kristen Bell, who to be honest I think is the only famous name, at least the only name I recognize in this movie, and Elsa. Now Elsa has this strange power that allows her to create ice and snow out of midair. Now as a child, Anna and Elsa were really close and she used her power all the time. They made snowmen together, they did a whole bunch of stuff, but once while using them, Elsa accidentally injures Anna, her sister. Now Anna is eventually okay, but they have these magic trolls take away all of her memories of all the times where her sister used her powers. They didn't fully take them away. It's like, not that she doesn't remember it, but she remembers them differently. Like every time they build a snowman with her powers, it's now they just build a snowman with regular snow. However, after that event, the king and queen are very worried about what the kingdom will think of her daughter if they ever find out that she has these magical powers. So they basically shut the doors to the kingdom. Elsa stays in her room and never leaves, and Anna, who now doesn't know that her sister has powers, is left to say, what the heck is going on? And then sometime later, Elsa is to become queen, but when she is on her coronation day, she accidentally reveals her powers. And now, so the village people is all afraid of her, and she accidentally causes an everlasting winter. And so Anna is out to find her sister, try to convince her that that she still loves her, and try to convince her to turn the land back from being a frozen wasteland. Now for me, going into this movie, I had seen a few trailers, but I was kind of leery of Frozen. I was like, okay, I don't know. I mean, like, sure, it's the people who made Wreck-It Ralph and Tangled, but I don't know. Mostly for the fact that there was a few things that I thought, oh, that could really lead to something that I don't really want to see. However, after hearing a bunch of reviews of people saying, you know what, this is actually a really good movie, I thought, you know, I'll check it out. And so, what do I think about Frozen? Let me just say that one of the things I like about Frozen is it takes some of the things in classic fairy tales and really turns them on their head. I'll get into those in a little bit, but right now I really want to talk about the sister. Because you can see right off the bat that when these two were young girls, that they really liked each other, and then how it tears each other apart when Elsa has to just lock herself up and never really see her. She never sees her at all. I can't even imagine growing up my entire childhood not being able to see my brothers or sisters. Although, it would make my reviews have less interruptions. Hi! It's me! I'm back! However, I really just like what it does to these two characters, because Elsa really becomes such a shut-in that she doesn't want to talk to anyone, doesn't want to do anything, and that will drive you nuts. Maybe not crazy, she doesn't go like, ah, I'm evil or anything at the end, but her powers are very, very dangerous. And you can see that it's tough for Anna as well, because her parents don't want her to know that her sister has powers, and so growing up, she just is like, I don't get it. And I really like that, and how she goes a little stir-crazy in there. And when they finally open the gates for her sister's coronation, she meets a guy, and automatically she feels like she falls in love and is engaged. Now, to be fair, that is something that happens a lot in fairy tales. You see a guy, oh, love at first sight, and they're married. But the thing is, everyone else is like, what? I mean, there's sometimes characters I'm like, wait, you just met this guy and you're marrying him? Are you insane? And I love that reaction in a Disney animated movie, because it's something that we've usually just accepted, but I like how they're going for the more, no, you can't just do that. Let's just quickly talk about the music. Now, there are only a few songs that I can really remember. In fact, I was surprised how little songs there were. Well, okay, there are like 3 good songs in there, but there's probably only one that's going to be a song that people are going to sing. It's kind of similar to the Tangled in the fact that, okay, like Tangled has a whole bunch of like poppy pop songs, sure, but nobody's ever going to be humming them or singing them like they will for A Whole New World or, I don't know, Gaston, or I don't know. You know, it's like there wasn't a whole lot of songs in Tangled that really stood out as being good new Disney songs, except for that one song where she's in the bar with a whole bunch of thieves and saying, I had a dream, or something like that. Now, this one has one that everyone's been talking about, Let It Go. And I was like, okay, well, I'm starting to get into the song. But no, this is a really good song, this Let It Go song. And I think what makes it so beautiful is the visuals that go on with it. The animation for this movie is spectacular. They really know how to work with all this snow and ice and make it look really beautiful. And not to mention the facial expressions are well animated. And these are 2 pretty good characters, the girls. Now there is a sort of love interest here, but I love the fact that it's not the focus of the film. Gosh, I am tired of love plots being the focus of the film. I didn't think I was until I saw this movie. I'm like, okay, so there is a love thing going on here, but that's not the point of the movie. Thank goodness. The main focus of the movie is these 2 sisters. And while Anna does have a love relationship in this movie, it's not the focus of the movie. The humor in this film is also very funny. I mean, you have this little snowman named Olaf that Elsa kind of accidentally brings to life or something. He's pretty funny. Okay, he has a song about how he wants to be in summer. I didn't really care for that, actually. I thought that was probably the weakest song. But for the rest of it, I was like, this guy's pretty funny. I mean, it's just like the things that they do with him, I think that's, I don't know why, I just found it really, really funny. Okay, so Elsa accidentally freezes everything, and then she runs away and goes up the mountain. Then you have Anna trying to find her. Anyway, so Anna comes across this guy, Kristoff, and his reindeer, Sven, and she hires him to have her take her up the mountain. Now, I think that Kristoff and Anna's characters work off of each other really well. Kristoff kind of reminds me of a PETA. I mean, he almost looks exactly like PETA from Catching Fire, well, you know, the Hunger Games movies. To me, that was a little weird, but I thought that, you know, he was that kind of character. He had some pretty funny lines, especially with the reindeer. They were pretty good. So this film is very humorous, but it also knows where to put the drama in. Now, for complaints that I have against the movie, the first one is, okay, in this movie, the Queen goes a little, well, she doesn't go crazy, but, you know, the ice starts coming out of her hands, and all the villagers are like, ah, the Queen is a menace, a monster, blah, blah, blah. You know, typical stuff. We've seen that. Now, then the Queen runs away, and Anna decides to go after her. Alone. 2 things that bother me with this. It takes Anna like 20 minutes in the movie to get to the place where Elsa is. I mean, how? Okay, first off, Anna left on a horse and Elsa left on foot. It didn't seem like Elsa used her powers that much to get to where she is. So how did she get there way before Anna? Maybe Anna went the wrong way, I don't know, but to me that felt a little weird. Then there was the fact that, okay, think about this, the villagers let their only princess, since they think their queen is crazy, they let their only princess go after her alone! Alone! This is a flippin' kingdom! Have guards! And you know, a little while later when the horse comes back, it's like, okay, who wants volunteers to go after, like, the prince, Hans, he's like, who wants volunteers to go after Anna? And there's a bunch of people like, I'll go! And, I'm just like, well, why didn't you go with her then? She's a flippin' princess! However, that didn't really bother me too much. Like, I have a feeling like Anna thought she was just going to ride like 5 minutes and then find her sister and then come back. So I can see why that doesn't fully bother me. I do like Anna as a character. She's a little ditzy and a little kooky. She's a lot like Rapunzel in Tangled. Like, to the point where she's been cooped up all her life and wants to just go out and explore. Well, she wants to meet other people because she's always been in there. Which, yeah, I don't know. It would have been interesting to see if she ever wanted to run away at any point. But I think she didn't want to because she still had her sister. I think if her sister died and they were still trying to keep her cooped up, then she probably would have. But I find her interesting as a character. I find all of them pretty good characters. But I will say that this movie is not cliche-free. There are some cliches in this film. So I don't want to give any of them away. But you will see, like, oh, okay, I kind of saw that coming. I kind of saw that coming. So it's not that this is a cliche empty movie that it does everything different that a fairy tale musical normally does. It sticks to the formula. It changes some things up and turns some things on their heads, especially the end. There's a scene where I thought, okay, they're just going to do this, and then they're like, oh, okay, they didn't do that. Well, that's good. I'm glad they didn't do that. I don't think the cliches bother me that much because some of them are handled pretty well. Once again, I don't want to give anything away, so I'm not going to say, but there's something that I saw coming, but when it happened, I was okay with it because it made sense with what they set up. So all in all, I think this is another good step in the way these new Disney movies are going. I mean, they're on a roll now. I mean, they had Princess and the Frog, Tangled, and oh wait, then they had Planes. Forget the role, but you know, they also had Wreck-It Ralph, and now they have Frozen. Guys, stay away from doing stuff like Planes or all that kiddie crap. Do stuff like this. It doesn't all have to be like fantasy like Frozen and Tangled. You can do stuff like Wreck-It Ralph did. Do some sci-fi, do a Western, I don't care. But I would like to see more movies like this. Movies that are fun, entertaining, have some drama, and have some good characters that go through some good conflict. That's what I want to see. You don't have to make them revolutionary. This movie isn't anything revolutionary, but it is another good step in the Disney animated fantasy musical franchise. Personally, I would say I liked it a lot better than Tangled. Probably not as much as I liked Princess and the Frog, but as a movie, I think it's better than Tangled, and maybe on par with Wreck-It Ralph. So in all, I'm giving Frozen a 7.5 out of 10. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Lazy Dude Knight, and I'm going inside. It's freezing out here. Be sure to check out more of my other videos on my channel, and wait for more coming soon. So I think Frozen is another right step in the direction that these new Disney films are going. I mean, we had Tangled, we had Rapunzel, Tangled is Rapunzel, you idiot.